Okay, so I kind of screwed up when recording this series to Road to Final Boss Showdown. My voice is not in any of these clips. We're gonna be playing the original Street Fighter, and I accidentally had the mic muted and did not realize it until after the hour and 20 minutes that I was playing this game. So this is gonna be me commentating every fight. This is my gameplay, alright? 100% mine, nobody else's, but it's gonna be me commentating all the gameplay. It's gonna be me commentating the fights instead of me participating in the fights at the time, which there was a lot of rage, I'm not gonna lie. But now let's see how well I do at commentating. If you guys prefer this over the normal way of Final Boss Showdown, let me know in the comments and I'll change it to what this video is. Alright, now without any further ado, I think it's time to get started. So in this game, well, it's kind of like how you'd figure for an old school fighting game. The controls are a little bit, they're a little bit hard to get used to. The special moves are, well, kind of random in this game, honestly. And eventually the computers just don't give a crap and input read you a lot. So yeah, let's go ahead and start commentating. It looks like Ryu's trying to give him a kick, and he hits him with that spin kick right there. Beautiful kick, Ryu. And now it looks like Joe has been defeated for round 1. Not too bad, Ryu. Not too bad at all. Round 2. Also, the sounds in this game gave me a headache. This is giving me a headache just listening to it. And he hits him with a freaking fireball. Hits him with a second freaking fireball. And Ryu is jabbing. Joe apparently teleports through him. And the spin kick once again. Good job, Ryu, with that perfect on that win. So as you guys can kind of tell in that fight alone, there is quite a lot that goes wrong in this game. And up next is Mike. So what's the difference if you play starting in Japan versus USA? Is it like the character you are, or what? Because I'm not 100% sure myself. And Ryu just freaking fireballs Mike to death, man. And won with a perfect on the first round. Not too bad. Also, what is energy on here? Because at one point I thought it was health, but it doesn't seem to be health. And Ryu is trying to hit him, but he hits him with a freaking fireball. Forget the jabs, the freaking fireball's where it's sad. As a second freaking fireball comes out, and a third freaking fireball. Watching this now, I made the first two guys look really, really easy to beat. Okay, so we're at the 2-minute, actually like almost 3-minute mark of this video. And okay, this minigame right here I do not understand at all. What is the trick to this game? Like, is the yellow your power or is the red your power? Well, someone that knows, please let me know so I can do a whole lot better at it next time. Now Retsu, this guy right here, I don't know, I think I actually beat him pretty easily. But he can jump pretty high, as you just seen. Here I go trying to get some jabs, but it doesn't work. And so I start trying the fireball, which it comes out, but he blocks it. So I decided to get back and try it again. And nothing works, so I decided to go for the spin kick. And then in his face, just fireball. Honestly, when it was in my face, I was actually trying for an uppercut. And as you can see, that spin kick hit him twice, and he sat on the fireball. It's like really hard to do your super moves on this game, and that gets annoying. It really does. And this is round 2. Can Retsu come back? I doubt it. Fireball into uppercut into combo. Ooh, jab, and a spin kick, and the freaking fireball for the win. Perfect. I made quite a few of these guys look really, really easy to beat now that I'm watching this. Of course, Birdie and Sagat make me look like a freaking pushover, so yeah, that's to come. Hope you guys enjoy that. Geki. Okay, Geki disappears on me for like 10 or 15 seconds, I swear. And it's actually in this first round, I believe. Here I am, I hit him with a freaking fireball, and then he disappears, and I'm just trying to hit him, but he keeps freaking disappearing. Look at this. I eventually stop, okay? I eventually just stop and let him come out and hit him with a freaking fireball, then an uppercut. So yeah, how many seconds was that? Somebody just time it and put it in the comments, and I'll give you a shout out, okay? Okay, round 2 time. And freaking fireball right at the start. I think I actually fireball him 3 times in this. And he actually, yeah, okay, freaking fireball again. That fireball went, well, the last fireball went through him for whatever reason. And freaking fireball for the kill. Now I think is when I start losing, honestly. I think this next guy is Birdie, if I remember correctly. I recorded this morning, and I'm editing this, I think it's like midnight at the time of editing. This minigame is a nightmare. It looks easy, but you have no idea how hard it is to hit that top one. Worst part is, there's another one later on in the arcade that has 2 of those you have to hit and actually make it look easy. You'll see that later on. And England, and yep, it's Birdie. Prepare to watch me get wrecked, okay? Watch how fast he kills me. Yeah, he just doesn't care. So yeah, as you can kind of tell, yeah, Birdie is really, really strong. And so is God, and that's what separates them from everyone else I actually battle in this arcade. Like, watch Birdie right here. He just, nope, jumps over my fireball. And just look at my health compared to his at this point. I go for the spin kick, and it's just like, nah, that don't work on me, man. So anyways, let's just get back to commentating the fights. We're talking about the game itself way too much, so yeah, let's just get back to the fights. I'm actually going to edit past all. So yeah, sorry for editing past all of that. I don't really want to share much about myself right now. I'm going to wait till later when I get more subscribers for that. And then here we go. I think I eventually, I don't know if it's this fight or a later one. Okay, yeah, there it goes. I eventually get around on Birdie. So that uppercut freaking destroyed Birdie. And now it's time for Ryu to make that comeback that he's been waiting on. Not really. Birdie actually beats the shit out of me these next 2 rounds. I'd go in for a jump kick, does not work, so I hit him with a freaking uppercut. I go for another uppercut, but then I throw a freaking fireball, but he blocks it, but then he's jumping back and forth. I don't know what on earth is going on, neither does he. And boom, he lands on me. Takes 50% of my life with 1 attack. What on earth? Now it's time for round 3. I'll jump in, go for a kick, but no, Birdie just backs up and is like, nah, and then he just starts jumping and pounding me like there's no tomorrow, so I try to go for my spin kick and I hit it, and then I try to go for an uppercut, but nope, he headbutts me to death. Just so much destruction in so little time. That's what Birdie is all about. And now it's time to give it yet another go. Let's do this, Birdie. I jump back this time and go for an uppercut. I was actually trying to go for a fireball right then. And then, boom, he freaking kills me. And you can still see my fireball right there on the screen. Very unfortunate. I barely even took off a scratch on that man. And now, I jump and I try to go for a kick, and it actually happens. Then I try to go for a fireball, but an uppercut comes out twice. And then I get headbutted twice and die. And where he headbutts me once and hits me is still on the screen. I still don't know why that is happening like that. See, it takes me quite a few tries to eventually beat Birdie. I think it takes me, 6 tries, 5 or 6. And I jump in for a kick. No, he jumps back, so I go for the spin kick. Then I go for a fireball, but an uppercut comes out. Then I go for an uppercut, but a fireball comes out. This game is just random, and an uppercut is what ends Birdie once and for all. 1 round. Now it's time to see if I can win a second round. Let's end this, Birdie. I go for a fireball and it lands on him, and then I'm trying to do an uppercut, but nothing happens, and then I'm trying to do a fireball, but once again nothing happens, so I'm just punching him in his junk repeatedly, but that just ends up in me getting wrecked. Round 3. Do or die right now. Either I lose or Birdie does. I jump in and go for a punch, but no, that don't work. He headbutts me down, and then he starts pounding me like there's no tomorrow. I miss my uppercut, and then boom, he defeats me. Man, Birdie is just nothing to mess around with on this game. I honestly wish there was a way to turn off that screen right there, because I get tired of hearing the same stuff over and over and over again. He has humiliated me, beaten me, humiliated me, and a freaking fireball right there, ladies and gentlemen. And then I go for an uppercut, but for some reason Ryu's been drinking, and he just freaking goes the opposite way. And I go for another uppercut, but Birdie's too far away. I go for a fireball, but an uppercut comes out. Then boom, I hit him with a freaking fireball at point blank range. Now here I am trying an uppercut, but it barely comes out. Boom, I uppercut Birdie for the victory. Round 1. Time for round 2. Let's see who comes out on top. Both fighters look ready to go. It's time to get this fight started. I jump in for a kick, but no, that doesn't work, so I hit him with a freaking fireball, and then out of nowhere, I start punching him in his junk, then go for an uppercut, but miss, then hit him with another freaking fireball for a perfect victory. Oh, Ryu, you are the true MVP. I think there is one other person in England, and then we head to China, I think. Yeah, I think Eagle. I think Eagle was the one that was after. Yeah, there he is, Eagle. Now, Eagle, I think I beat on my first try. I think. Don't hold me to that. And I go in for a freaking fireball, which lands on him. And there I am, just trying to punch him in his junk. And I hit him with another freaking fireball, but he blocks. And I go for a third freaking fireball, but he jumps over it. Then I go for a fourth, and it hits him. Freaking fireball to death. Perfect round 1. That is what I'm talking about. Now it's time for round 2. Eagle with his nightsticks, Ryu with his bare fist. Let's do this. A freaking fireball right at the start yet again. Eagle never seen it coming. Another fireball, but 2 more. But he blocks them both. Go for a fireball, but uppercuts come out. Then boom, an uppercut sends Eagle packing. So yeah, I was right. I did beat Eagle with a double perfect. Sucks to be you, Eagle. So yeah, Eagle falls in very quick fashion too. Here's where I royally screw up and the entire crowd gets mad at me. Like, bro, what am I supposed to be judging it based off of? I still don't know. I really don't know. And yes, it's time to head to China to face Lee, I believe was the first one. Yep. Lee and then Gin, I believe, are the 2 in China. Then you head to Thailand and face off against Aaron and Sagat. And boom, freaking fireball right at the start, and Ryu doing a freaking fireball in the wrong direction, but it's okay. Well, not really, because now Ryu's on the right side, which is not a very comfortable side for me, for those of you that have never seen me play a fighting game and end up on the right side. I suck on the right side. Like, catastrophically suck. Alright, Lee, it's time to fight. I think Lee actually beats me once. As you can see, I go for fireball after fireball, but it does not work. I try for another fireball, but he teleports behind me and starts beating the crap out of me as I'm on the right side. Then boom, I hit him with a freaking fireball, teabag him a few times because I can. Jab, jab after jab after jab. And then out of nowhere with a spin kick, but it does not hit, so I go out of nowhere and get punched in the face. Lee takes the first match between me and him. By the way, for those of you that are gonna play the original Street Fighter, yeah, good luck. So yeah, now it's time to face Lee yet again. Again, I was just gonna edit past the leaderboards, just, you know, for reasons. And I try for an uppercut at the beginning, it does not work, so now I'm actually gonna go for a freaking fireball and hit it. And then here I go for another uppercut. I was actually going for a fireball at the time, still going for the fireball, it's just not gonna work out because, you know, the game is just whatever. Then an uppercut out of nowhere sends Lee packing in the first round, but now it's time for round 2. Let's get round 2 started right now. Can Lee bounce back? I hope not. If I remember correctly, I beat him here. Try for a jump kick, does not work. Then I go for 2 fireballs, neither one of them work. A third one, that doesn't work. That hit him with an uppercut. Then I go for another fireball, does not work. I don't know what to do anymore. All my fireballs are missing, so I just get beat up. I thought for sure I won this second. Oh wait, round 3, I still might have won. I don't know. I don't know how many times Lee beat me. I try for an uppercut, that does not work. I go for a fireball, but for some reason he teleports through me. Hit him with an uppercut. Then I'm still trying for that uppercut, so I start jabbing him. Jab, jab, jab. Give me the fireball. Oh, there goes fireball, but he blocks it. Then boom, I hit him with an uppercut to send him packing. I did beat him on my second try. Unfortunately, I think that's the last time I win in this recording session. I don't know if I beat Gin on my first try or not. I guess it's time to find out, huh? And then boom, I start jabbing, he starts jumping. Here I am trying for a fireball, nothing's coming out, so an uppercut comes out instead. Still don't know how on earth that happened. I hit him with an uppercut, and I'm trying for another uppercut, but nothing is happening as he's just closing the distance and just beating me up. And then I go in for a jump attack, and then I go in for a freaking fireball, but no, Gen's like, get that out of my face, you ain't nothing. Round 2, it's time for me to make my comeback. Watch us, Gen, I think, destroys me in this round. Yeah, he plays around with me, jumps over 2 of my fireballs. I hit him with an uppercut, but then he just gets to jumping and kicking, and that's the end of me, and that's going to be the end of the video. Let me know how you guys liked me commentating, and I'll see y'all in the next video.